what you're doing here at Maker Faire this year.
Hi, I'm Brad with Aniomagic, and we're all about making electronics, but crafts. So forget about all the PCBs and breadboards and all that stuff, and we want to make it all with thread. So we have conductive thread here, we've got conductive yarn, we've got conductive fabric. So we're all about using these different materials to make wearable, washable, simple craft-based products. So we've got a remote control, which is this guy right here.
Oh,
this is one of our kits that you can make. It's all, you know, soft, squishable.
Oh, so now what happens when you squish on that?
So let me just get this guy. He's been used a few times.
Yeah.
So if I hold down here, and of course it doesn't want to work. So it's changing the on and off. So if I hold down, so now I can change the volume. I can hit play, hold up the volume.
Your own little controller.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And so we actually got other things. This is another project that someone else's work that we worked with has done, where it's a purse. It's the same thing, but in the purse. It's a little cut open to see.
Wonderful.
And we've got
a little controller,
little dock connector inside.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
So
you press the handle in order to play stop.
Yeah, it's the same type of thing. It's just right there in the handle. So we've got a basic kit that you can make this little cat with. We've got other things on our webpage. But then we've got, you know, a little more advanced one that you can just, you know, do basics up. People have put it in jackets. People have put it in, like, you know, the collar of their shirt or something like that. But then stepping back a little bit, we've got our basic sewing kit, which is just, you know, it's a Velcro battery holder.
Oh, okay.
So if you want, you can take the battery out to wash it. We've got conductive thread, a couple LED sequins, and then you've got a little push button. It's just felt with a little bit of conductive fabric. And step up from that is, this is using some of our other stuff called, it's our schemer. So it uses a touch sensor, an LED, and a light sensor. And you can use the light sensor actually to reprogram it using your iPod. So if you want to go to our webpage, you can go sit here and you say, I don't know, I want these guys to fade in and out. So I'm going to say fade. You send that, then you want to say, when I hit the button, the little touch sensor on there, I can say, let's make them twinkle when you hit the button. So then when you're ready to go, you hold this button, so then it flashes to let you know it's ready. You hit send, and then it makes a little flashing pattern on there, and then you hold that up, and that reprograms the board. So you don't have to mess around with any plugging in, anything like that.
And so what else do you guys have workshops and stuff?
Yeah, we do workshops. We've done workshops down in Brazil. We've done workshops around here in the Bay Area. And we've done lots of workshops in Colorado where we're based.
Yeah.
So we're all about these. On one end, we're all about teaching kids, getting people interested, getting people that would normally just do crafts interested in, you know, electronics.
Yeah.
But at the other end, we're also just about making, with these kind of things, the little microchips, we're all about making it more interesting, easier to work with for wearable electronics, washable electronics, all that stuff.
This is conductive core yarn that I spin, so it's basically the textile equivalent of insulated wire, like 2-channel. You know, this could be power and ground or communication, or like 2 different communication lines, whatever you want to use that for. Right now I'm in the middle of the last steps of sewing this battery on to a quilt I'm starting, and these are all LEDs on all these little squares, and here's a hub that has a light sensor on it, so you can program it via our website. There's a little programming interface, so you can like give it different patterns or different sensor, like you can attach a sensor to this if you want even, and it'll do different things according to what temperature is outside.
Electronics, but it's all about crafts.
So once I've got that on, this will be lighting up in twinkly patterns.
So we've got
and this is conductive thread that I'm sewing with, so that's what's completing the circuit.
So anyone could do this.
All you gotta know how to do is sew. And if you don't know how to sew, it's a good excuse to learn.
So how did you get into this?
So I got into this because I was a cognitive science student, and I was actually looking for cool research going on in the field, and I'm also like a lifetime crafter. Like obviously I'm a spinner and a knitter, and I found a lab where we all met that's on the University of Colorado campus that is called the Craft Tech Lab,
And we have
where we all worked with Leah Beakley when she was developing the lily pad.
remote control for your iPod.
And I started working there as a student research assistant, and kind of went on. I've gone on from there. That was kind of my first experience with programming. Was actually through this craft world, and now I'm a full-time web developer. And I've
So we
like gone
actually
from
make our own chips.
like, oh, I want to program this little chip because I want to sew something and make it twinkle, to being a full-time programmer.